Sam Ringle talks about Oxymoronic. Comes crashing down. Maybe I'm not okay, whatever that means. Comes crashing down. Dreams like video games, but more serene. What will you do? Cry, 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 dance with it. What will you do? I have the discipline. Comes crashing down. You know we can't go back. Comes crashing down. Maybe a heart attack. Blue butterflies, the fastest in the world. Blue butterflies. Whatever I used to think mattered doesn't anymore. For each new path, the destination is ignored. The common good's not altruism, it's a belief. We subscribe to this division, the deceit. Which I surely champagne glass emoji. Which I surely champagne glass emoji. Ready made the numbers state the sin. Frivolity, we should leave. I'd really like to get a seat. I want you to know that the microphone was off the show. I didn't have it connected properly.
Wow. Do you want some audio, Sam? To you. Happy birthday, dear Sam. Happy birthday to you. Hip hooray! Hip hooray! Hip hooray! Yay! Clever, clever. It's got all this weird stuff in here.
I'm at Sunshine Coast Airport, about to head to Sydney, and endeavouring to talk about the next song on the album, which is Reality Escalator, which will be a long, arduous process, a bit like producing the song. All I can really say is that it's about when things don't go as planned, and it feels like the world is against you, but you got to pull through it anyway. I can say that's the first verse. This one was the easiest to produce on the album because I knew exactly what to do. It's the first song that I have produced with tempo changes. Doesn't even feel like an airport at the moment. Hang on, give me a sec. It's like a big hangar. See? Big hangar. That opening line comes crashing down. Maybe I'm not okay, whatever that means. Is an oxymoron. So I'm pretty happy about that. Maybe everything's an oxymoron when you think about it hard enough. I also wanted to say that in my episode about the song Pacing, where I talked about a friendship being fake and platonic, that's not true. We're still friends today and it's very real. I like the dreams like video games line. because maybe that's a comment on medication. Not that I take any, but I think at the end of last year, I had a realization that I got to get my life sorted out in terms of adult responsibilities. You could say that's arguably a theme in the whole album, really, of moving out from being a young adult into a full adult, perhaps. So, yeah. And it also has a few geographical references to the Shire of Banana, which is a little town on the way to Woorabinda, where I'm living at the moment. When I get to Sydney, I'll have a think, take some notes, and see what else I can say about it. Like the end of it with and I'm feeling better than I ever have in my life. That's true. So cool, so green, so wide. I'll be back.
Scrolling on the toilet, lights are low. More I ought to serve what I you know. A flurry of inside, followed by a hint of mystery. But now I know what's on. Yeah, now I know what's on.
Arrived at the Park Regis Hotel, had some nice tea. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful view of an overcast Sydney city centre. I really liked it. It's nice to be back in the big smoke again, with the transport that is efficient and everything. Not that I'm poo-pooing smaller cities. I think they're great. But wow, so good being in a real one. What else will I say? Yeah, so continuing on from Reality Escalator, the line "whatever I used to think mattered doesn't anymore" is indicative of a shift in thinking for me, where I need to strike a balance between doing what I love and doing what I have to do to live as a human being, which I think I said before. Let's call it a theme that runs through the album. For each new path, the destination is ignored, because that's not really the reason we do anything. We must enjoy our experiences, and I think it's taken me a while to do that, to just enjoy myself, and also not be afraid to say what I really mean or get upset when is necessary, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm constantly learning. I hung out with Ian Hogue once, and we went for his birthday, his last birthday. We went to that weird whiskey bar in the valley with the white door. I forgot what it was called. And he kept on saying, all right, Wrangle, what's your vector? And so that's why I said I'll cry if I want to when I find my vector in each sector. Bit of a Paul Banks inspiration there for my lyricism. I love a good name drop as well. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about it at the moment. It's really nice being in a little cool, crisp hotel room. I think it's cool to play a lot of the song to you with some imagery as well, because it's a very... I poured my heart and my soul into this song. I don't pour my heart and soul into all my songs, and nor should you feel that's necessary. It'd be exhausting. You know, not everything has to be deep. So yeah. Peace. The chronological sorting of memories is an interesting business. Prior to this first weekend in the country, My recollections of that fall are distant and blurry. From here on out, they come into a sharp, delightful focus. It is here that the stilted mannequins of my initial acquaintance begin to yawn and stretch and come to life. It was months before the gloss and mystery of newness, which kept me from seeing them with much objectivity, will wear off entirely. But it is here, in my memory, that they cease being totally foreign and begin to appear for the first time in shapes very like their bright old selves. I too appear as something of a stranger in these early memories, watchful and grudging, oddly silent. All my life, people have taken my shyness for sullenness, snobbery, bad temper, of one sort or another. Stop looking so superior, my father sometimes used to shout at me when I was eating, watching television or otherwise minding my own business. Does such thing as the fatal flaw, that showy dark crack running down the middle of a life, exist outside literature? I used to think it didn't. Now I think it does. And I think that mine is this: a morbid longing for the picturesque at all costs. Speaking of picturesque, scrolling on the toilet. We all do that. And that's why it's mentioned twice in this song. I find that I have a lot of very vacant thoughts when I'm on the toilet with my phone. I also have to find out where to put it, and I also wonder how many germs got on it all the time. But there's something to be said about the liminal spaces that we don't really talk about all the time. But yeah, if I were to have a forward for the album, it would be that, which I just decided from the Secret History. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little reading. I am at Sydney Central Station. Here's the bus. Is it coming? Can you see the bus? Oh, there you go. There's the bus to Canberra, my hometown. The prodigal son returns. So, see you soon.
Oxymoronic is out now.